Well, I'm apparently live, but I don't see the video anywhere. Wait, why is it fucking unlisted? It says it's a fucking public. Son of a bitch. Fucking public. Stay that way. Shit bed. Does it send us a notification? I've got a notification on my phone. Hang on, desktop notification. There we go. HamStuff is live. Well, I can hear myself shouting, so I know it's working. Right. Hello, I'm Jake, aka HamStuff. Welcome to the latest episode of my Podcraft. This is a podcast where I play Minecraft. And I've been putting this off for nearly 2 months. I just don't enjoy this anymore. So we're talking about building work briefly. Those noises you can hear at me trying to open a pack of cookies. Well, we are in the Nether. Apparently we went here last time out. What is happening? Yep, allow access to Java. Where is my world? Where's my goddamn world? I'm nearly 1,000 meters below the bedrock. Right, fit. Give HamStuff levitation all the seconds too. Oh! I have a cave. I have a portal. I have levitation. Right. This podcast is intended to be me running around in survival, so I don't know why I was in creative. But I'm in an ocean. Well, here's a jungle. Effect. Clear HamStuff. Right. I'll go with survival, and I don't need to keep talking about all the things that are happening in Minecraft. I can talk about the things happening in real life. So, across the road, there's somebody banging about from some building work. They are building. Well, they're meant to be building a garage. It looks more like an extension to me, like a new room of their house, and they're just gutting the inside as well. I do not know why. It is meant to take 6 weeks in total, and so far it's been going on for 14 months. And they're part of the delay is that they're not the same group of builders that they were. The first ones I got were absolute cowboys, and tell you what, I can build one like this. Let's have a cobblestone house. We'll just look at it from this side. Ignore it doesn't have any back to it. But that's the house. What these builders came along and did was put some sand down. They didn't build it on sand. It's not like a biblical fable. They did was that build a new wall, completely unattached to the old one. Now in Minecraft, that stands up just fine. It doesn't need to be attached to anything. But real life is quite difficult from Minecraft. So what happened wasn't somebody came along with a pickaxe, is that we had a gust of wind, and then the wall ended up looking like that, but a bit more broken. It had literally fallen over. What they should have done was build it like that, attached to the previous structure to give it some strength, so that it doesn't fall over. Next door, goodness, it's been about 2.5 months now. If you hear eating, because I'm eating cookies. They're having their roof done on their garage. It's all garages for some reason. The actual roof looks nice. They're sort of slate looking tiles, they're kind of below. It's sloped to help the water run off. Perfectly fine. Except where they've joined it, let's see. I'll use andesite to demonstrate. Where they've joined it to the old wall, Minecraft, there's not much of a transition. It's one block, and then there's the next. But with my neighbours, where it has joined onto the old wall here, it looks awful. What they've done is they've cut the wall. I don't know what they've cut the wall with, be it a circular saw or some other kind of power tool, but I honestly don't think they have used any kind of power tool, because it looks like it was done with a knife and fork. I wish I could show you pictures of it rather, but I'm not getting enough money to go and take the pictures. It looks just absolutely awful. These aren't the same neighbours from the My Neighbours Are Crazy episode. They moved out years ago. These are the newer people we've got. They're nice people. They're just nice, ordinary people who hired a bunch of morons. I'm literally told this morning the numpties next door, referring to the builders. And evidently, they are. And down the road, they've been banging about and doing something to the driveway, and then another house has put scaffolding up, and 2 days later, taking it down, having done nothing. They've done legitimately nothing. They've not had new roof, they've not had new windows, they've not done anything. They've put the scaffolding up, and it's not been used for anything. I blame the coronavirus. Oh, come here, chicken. Yeah, I blame COVID. People are stuck indoors, staring at their house for over a year due to lockdowns, because you can't go gallivanting around spreading a virus that might kill somebody, and has killed a lot of people. So, when lockdown's open, we'll get this done, we'll get that done. It's noticed all these quote-unquote problems with their house, or things that they're not happy with. And they've decided that these things simply must be fixed. That they need to do some work done on their house. But it's just that everybody, seemingly, has decided this. I mean, yeah, occasionally neighbours might have a bit of work done, but it's just all at once up and down the road. Because they're doing stuff up the road. I've seen lots of flatbed trucks going up the road. So they're obviously going somewhere to do something. That's not counting the neighbours on the other side who aren't having work done, they're just doing stuff with power tools and making them completely reckless. They seem to have calmed down since they first started in 2021. It was bad through 2022 as well, but this year they've been relatively quiet. It was on the 1st of January 2021, drilling through the wall. And this went on for more than a year. There were times it stopped, but it always started back in. The sun had not even risen. It's reporting to the Denver Council. I don't think the council ever did anything, but they've not been really as bad since. I'm not a fan of loud noise, just constant noise. It just drills right into my brain. It is awful. But thankfully, despite I have no idea what they actually do next door. They seem to take the garage door off the hinges and just prop it up, either against a wall or the entrance to the garage. They've not accomplished a whole lot. So one of my neighbours, let's call her Karen, because that's her name. I don't know if she's a Karen, but she does have the haircut. So her mother just standing, head, jaw in her hands, hands open wide, mouth agape, just looking left and right, just looking shocked. Because they've done something to their conservatory well. It's like bowing downwards in the middle. It's not level where the roof is. So more often, as often as not, the builders that people seem to get are just absolute cowboys. They don't know what they're doing. Because they have started to do a lot less work every day than they initially were. And that all started, or stopped rather, when the building inspector came around. He didn't make me sure. Oh, and that's not to mention when they first started demolishing the old roof, that it just went everywhere. There was dust and debris and detritus from this thing all over our driveway, which we have cars parked on, and we would rather not have a puncture. Actually, what's worse? What was the roof made of? Concrete, perhaps? Yes. There's a type of concrete called asbestos concrete, because it's got asbestos in it. Now, I ask you to say what kind of protective equipment do you need for dealing with asbestos. Odds are you'll come up with something just a little bit more substantial than jeans and a hoodie. And you are smashing them into pieces with hammers and towels. That was the clothing they chose to wear. I think the weather some kind of hazmat suits. Or at least a respirator and goggles to stop it getting in your lungs and in your eyes. If there's one thing you don't want in you, it's asbestos. One thing we don't want in us is asbestos. I like a breeze. I like to keep my room cool. So I have my windows open. You can't do that when there's bits of asbestos flying around everywhere. It is absolute evil companies. I don't even think you need to mention. Well, I shall neither confirm nor deny whether their name has the word roofing in it, or whether it has a K, R, or a D in there as well, or any other particular letters. They just made a complete pig's ear of everything. If you look at British houses, there's a sort of hump on the corner of the roofs, and they've tried to replicate that on the garage. If you don't know what I'm on about, look at the roof. Let's say if your house faces west, look at the west side and how it meets the north side or the south side or whatever. Just have a look at this sort of hump on the ridge of the corner between those two directions. I tried to replicate that and it just looks awful. It looks really bad. So these builders, and one's a great big fat guy who seems averse to wearing a shirt. Now, a lot of places require you wear shirt and shoes. Shops, for instance. And I actually would have thought that building sites were another one of these places that requires you wear a shirt and shoes. He might have been wearing shoes, I didn't really look. But I just don't need to see this topless bloke. It was essentially a building site. It just doesn't look very professional. I'm saying you have to wear a hard hat and high vis because you're clearly not doing anything. They're just standing around in the garage. That's all they are doing. They put about 3 tiles on in the last 2 weeks, maybe 5 actually. But they just don't seem to be doing anything at all. Which, yeah, it's better than making a load of noise, but bear in mind it's been a good couple of months at this point, and it was made to take 6 weeks, 2 weeks. 1 fortnight I was meant to be done with. We were told it'd be done by now, ages ago. And it's not. So there's still stuff they're going to be left to do. So you don't know, any day they could start banging about again, making an ungodly racket. It's a minor inconvenience having the blind down in the kitchen so people don't look through the window, and, staring at you, and a bunch of random strangers looking at you. But, you know, it's not a big deal. It's just a minor inconvenience. It's a minor inconvenience having the blind down in the kitchen so people don't look through the window staring at you, and a bunch of random strangers looking at you. But, you know, it's not a big deal. It's just a minor inconvenience having the blind down in the kitchen so people don't look through the window staring at you, and a bunch of random strangers looking at you. But it's rather, yeah, it's still something we'd rather not do. So we have an actual relationship with our neighbours. We don't know them that well. I don't really care to know them. Why should I go and know my neighbours? Why should I go and introduce myself? They've never done that. They've never introduced themselves to me, so why should I bother? I'm completely happy with that. But yeah, if we see one, we occasionally say hello. But recently, it seems like they're not so much avoiding us, they just avert their gaze. Also, they put two little roof lights in, which are nice, but why do you need them on a garage? Is your car going to look out in the day? They look nice, but it'll be cold in the winter and really hot in the summer. No, the answer to that might be, well, it doesn't matter that much. They're probably not going to spend all that time in the garage. Oh, nuts, I'll just go with my parrots. Oh, to be fair, he kept jumping in front of my sword. My pickaxe, so... I'm not saying if your house is in an ungodly state and needs work done, you should be forbidden from doing so. But just have them start at a decent time. Have them be done within the time frame that they'll say they'll be done. Well, this episode is building work briefly, and I think it's been a little more brief than I planned. But you know, that's fair enough. I'm going to stand here until the stream catches up. I tell them I'm next doing a podcast. It'll be my new podcast, Unpopular Volcanics. So tune in for that. Thank you for watching this podcast. Goodbye.